The bests. Mac. We've made this list with an eye towards matching our list of the best PC games when possible, while keeping in mind that most people's Macs can't quite handle the graphical demands of the most cutting-edge PC games. FTL. In FTL, you never really know what will happen next. That's a good thing. The space exploration game creates levels and scenarios on the fly, meaning that nearly every playthrough is memorable. You'll command a crew and do your best to make it through deep space. Chances are, you won't survive. But hey, maybe next time you'll do a little better. Civilization V. The legendary turn-based strategy series changed things up significantly with Civilization V to make would-be world domination tons more streamlined. Maps are easier to navigate, crucial information flows easier, and it's the best-looking entry in the family tree. Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. Remember Magic the Gathering? Sure you do. Blizzard's card strategy game Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft is a lot like that, albeit streamlined and easier to pick up and play, and way more addictive. After an hour or two, you'll be building your own custom decks and challenging your friends and strangers to matches, either online or, if you happen to be sitting next to them, in person. Each match is over in a matter of minutes, making it easy to fit into your everyday life. And while eventually you might feel tempted to start paying for the random card booster packs, you can wring a whole lot of enjoyment out of Hearthstone without paying a nickel. Total War, Shogun 2. You can almost hear the battle cries and smell the gunpowder in what is arguably Creative Assembly's finest strategy game, which gives players the goal of ascending to supreme military domination against rival feudal lords. Improvements in AI behavior and the introduction of skills allocation let you be a more flexible commander than in previous Total War games. Divinity: Original Sin. When it came out in 2014, Divinity: Original Sin already seemed too good to be true. Here we had a PC RPG that combined turn-based tactical combat, Ultima-style world simulation, and pen-and-paper co-op role-playing. It was great. A year later, Original Sin has been re-released in an enhanced edition with a number of major improvements. The game now works well with controllers, and it's now possible to play through the entire game in split-screen co-op. There are a bunch of new items and abilities, the story's been reworked, and the script is now fully voice-acted. One of the best CRPGs in recent memory got a whole lot better, and we finally added it to the list. Undertale. Undertale might look like a retro-style JRPG, but it's actually a clever, forward-thinking role-playing game. As a human stuck in a world of monsters, you decide whether you want to win encounters with wanton violence or clever context-based interactions. Talking, joking, petting, etc. Undertale keeps track of everything you do. Every life you take ultimately has consequences. Despite those grim trappings, it can be an incredibly warm, fuzzy, and funny game. Whether you slaughter or befriend everyone, or walk a middle path, the writing in this game is top tier, and the plot hides a treasure trove of secrets that players still haven't fully uncovered. Minecraft. You know Minecraft. We know Minecraft. Everyone knows Minecraft. Indie designer Marcus Passion's mega hit has gone on to become an unstoppable corporate-controlled juggernaut, but that's done very little to diminish the fascinating, terrifically fun building game that it remains to this day. Kentucky Route Zero. Just a man and a dog, looking to make a delivery. That's how it all begins anyway. But Kentucky Route Zero quickly becomes a mythical adventure through a land left behind by time. An odyssey in magical realism that feels grand and mysterious in a way that very, very few modern video games can muster. It's not like anything you've ever played, and for that alone, you should play it. Portal 2. Call it the Superman 2 or Empire Strikes Back of video games. Valve's follow-up to a classic improves on the humor, characterization, and puzzle solving of its predecessor to deliver a tight, focused experience full of poignancy and humor. Starcraft 2. It's one of the very few video games that can be called a national obsession. Elite players of Blizzard's real-time strategy sequel can out-earn corporate middlemen in China or Korea. But the sci-fi conflict simulator's most significant currency is the devotion from millions all over the world. 80 Days. 80 Days is a fantastical reimagining of Jules Verne's famous novel that casts you as Passepartout, manservant to the gentleman, Phileas Fogg. As a valet, you're responsible for packing the bags, negotiating at markets, and planning the itinerary on your journey around the globe. Each trip will be different from the one before it, and thanks to the game's peppy writing and frequent surprise detours, each trip will be a great deal of fun. 80 Days captures the joy and melancholy of travel with unusual wit and humanity. XCOM 2. XCOM 2 refines or overhauls almost every little thing about 2012's XCOM Enemy Unknown, a game that was already good enough to win Kotaku's 2012 Game of the Year award. The game is meaner and faster than its predecessor. Most missions have timers that push you forward and force you to take risks, and the new alien types will break even your most time-tested strategies. You'll get even more attached to your team of customizable soldiers than ever, which makes it all the harder to watch them die horribly in the field. Watch out for snakes, man.